In this video, I'm going to be talking about a really fast way to be making MT right now in NBA 2K25 Myteam using this one singular method that you guys should make sure you're checking in your collection to make some extra MT. You might not even know that is in your collection right now. Some people might have 50,000 MT sitting in their collection and they have no idea that they can make that MT as of right now. So what you guys want to do is go on over to your challenges screen and we go to the season 6 challenges with the new Flash 4 challenges. And as you guys can see, these are the challenges you have to complete to again go towards that free dark matter pack at the end of the season. You get one shattered prize piece for each kind of tab that you complete. So if you complete Flash 1, you're going to get one shattered prize piece. If you complete Flash 2, that's going to get you another shattered prize piece. So far, so on and so on and so on and so on till we get to the end of the season. There's probably going to be either 5 or 6 Flash challenges. I think there's going to be only 5. I think next week we should get the free dark matter pack, but I could be wrong. There's 16 days left, which means there's going to be, actually no, there might be 2 more. There's either going to be 1 or 2 more Flash challenges to complete, and then once you complete all of that, you are going to get a free dark matter pack. So a lot of people want to complete these Flash challenges, and what you guys can do to take advantage of that is go into the Flash 4 challenges, the newest ones available that just dropped today. And as you guys can see, you have to win a game using 13 Trailblazers players and also win a game using 13 Rockets players as well. We'll come back to that in a second and talk about how you can actually make MT from selling those cards in your collection. But then also, just to show you guys the rest of the challenges you have to do for the Flash 4 agendas is going to be win 3 triple threat games using 3 Grizzlies players. So maybe Grizzlies players have gone up in price. We'll check that here in a second to see if Grizzlies players have gone actually up in price. But then you also have to win 3 triple threat games using 3 Wizards players, score 50 points with a Trailblazer shooting guard in a game, get a double-double with a Rockets center in a game, score 40 points with a Grizzly shooting guard in a game, and get 19 rebounds with Wizards players over multiple games. So not that hard of challenges to complete, but how you guys can make MT is right now with Rockets players and also Trailblazers players as well. So if we head on over to the auction house and we go to Rockets players, for example, right, we'll just start with them and then we'll talk about the Trailblazers. So if we look at the Rockets, again, we search for them in the auction house, we can see the cheapest Rocket card is probably going to be around 2,500, 3,000 MT, potentially even more. So right now, looks like the cheapest Rocket you can get is 2,800, and that's for one card. And again, you need 13 Rockets players to do that agenda. So for example, there's only 3 up, right? I think it was Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, and Sengun. So these are 3 of the 13 cards you need. So if we go up in price, right, and we go to like 3,500, now you might getting like Aaron Holiday for 3,500, Jayshawn Tate for 3,400, 500. Aaron Holiday, Reed Shepard, Jock Lando. So it looks like a lot of these cards are going to be going for like 3,200, 3,300. That seems to be the price for those, more expensive cards. So again, Jalen Green, right, he already has his emerald, so that diamond doesn't really count as an extra card. There's only 3 cards available at 3,200, but then if you go to 3,300, that's where people are starting to put up some other gold cards, and you're actually able to get maybe 13, not even, you might be able to get like 8, 9, potentially Rockets players. So these cards are really expensive, and what you guys can do is go on over to your collection. Now if you're a newer player and maybe you don't have a lot of cards in your collection, this is not going to be a way for you to make MT. But I want to let you guys know, if you have a lot of these Rockets players in your collection, go ahead and sell these cards. Again, they're selling for about 3,300. You can undersell them and just sell them for like 2,500 if you want. Realistically, like if you just want to get them gone, you can just go put up these cards for 2,500, and I'm pretty sure they're going to sell very, very quick if somebody's trying to do these challenges right away. And as the day progresses and people get home from work and people get home from school and they go to complete the challenges, the market's going to stay fairly high for these cards. So again, if you have a lot of these players like Bounties does, you can just send all of them to your collection, and maybe I'm underselling a little bit, but they're going to get sold pretty quickly and they're going to guarantee sell. And again, this is just such a great way to be making MT right now in Myteam, that like if you guys go into your collection, if you have 10 of these cards, that might be 25k right there. If you have 20 of these cards, that might be 50,000 MT. And again, you could actually sell these cards for more. You could probably sell all of them for 3,000 MT. I'm just trying to sell them for less to make sure that they get sold, because sometimes those cards might be up on the auction house but they're not actually selling. So I want to see, like, are any of these cards actually going to sell for 2,500? But again, that's just one team. You can go over back to the challenges and you can see what was the other team here. It was the Rockets, right? Or sorry, it was the Rockets and it was the Blazers. Okay, so now what you do is you do the exact same thing. You go on over to the auction house, you go to the search, and then you go to the Trailblazers, right? And with the Trailblazers, you see the exact same thing. What are these Trailblazers cards going for? And we can probably see, I would assume they're around the same price. There's none up for 2,700 MT. 3,000 MT looks like the first time that we actually get some of these on the auction house, but I want to see what's the cheapest, like 2,900. Yeah, 2,900. There's actually Delano Banton up for this price. So again, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 4. So there's only four cards available at 2900 MT. So again, people are going to need what, 9 more. So again, you can go back up in price and you can go to like 3200, where you're probably going to find a lot more Trailblazers players. So maybe again, you can go into your collection, right? Go into players, search by team, and go to the Trailblazers and see what Trailblazers do you guys have in your collection. And if you guys have, for example, sellable Trailblazers players, go ahead and list them up for, again, if you want to undersell, you can do it for 2500, you can do it for 3000 MT and probably get away with it. But I would just put them up for like 2500 and see if they sell right away. We already got one person to sell. We got 2 cards to sell right there. That's 5000 MT we've made in a couple of minutes. And again, I know this is for only people that have all of these cards in their collection. I know a lot of people aren't going to have like bounties and have tons of these sellable cards, but if you guys do, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have these many cards in their collection and they have no idea you're able to make this much MT from doing so. Now, I do want to check out, like, for example, with this week, are Grizzlies players and Wizards players still pretty high? So I want to go check out the Grizzlies and see how much those cards are going for. So again, we set the team to Grizzlies, and we're just going to quickly see here how much Grizzly cards are going for, because they might be up in price too. Like 2000 MT, there's a couple here: James Posey, Santi Aldama, Jaren Jackson Jr. So these cards really don't seem to have gone much up in price. Like 2400, there's still James Posey, Santi Aldama, Jaren Jackson Jr. Is there any more new players? I don't believe so. So it looks like there's only these like cheap Grizzlies up. So if you have like a John Morant, right, you could sell them for a little bit more. If you have any other Grizzlies that aren't James Posey, Santi Aldama, or Jaren Jackson Jr., it looks like they're actually up in price as well. There's a John Morant there for 2500, but again, that's only 4 Grizzlies out of the 13 that people, or sorry, okay, for this one, I guess only 3 people. You only need 3 Grizzlies. I forgot. This is for the 3 Grizzly challenge. But again, you could probably sell these cards for like 2000 MT as of right now if you don't have a Santi Aldama and a James Posey. And I just think this is a great way to make MT. As you guys can see, these are selling right away, and that's what, 10,000 MT made in a matter of minutes. Again, if you have a lot of these cards in your collection, you can sell them for even more MT than I'm doing so. You could probably sell them for like 3k a pop. And if you do like 3 times, let's say 20, that's 60,000 MT. Yeah, right? That's 60,000 MT that you didn't know you had in your collection if you have combined between the Rockets and the Trailblazers. If you have 10 of each, for example, that's going to net you 60,000 MT potentially, again, from just going through your collection and selling these cards. Look how fast they're going up for 2500. That's mainly why I wanted to put them up for that price, so you guys could actually see that they do actually sell, and they're not just kind of on the auction house. I want to see for like Sixers and Wizards players, are those up in price? Because the Sixers you do need 13 of, so I'm trying to see, like, do they stay up in price? And Adem Bona, he's going to be obviously really cheap, but again, that's just only 1 card. So if you have other Sixers players, it looks like these cards are actually going to be up in price as well, because you still need 13 Sixers players to get that challenges done. But usually the most expensive cards are the ones that just come out in the new challenges. So again, the Rockets and the Blazers are going to be the best cards to sell right now. But I mean, if you go look at Sixers, there's literally only Adem Bona, and again, if we search by enabled, you know, that's probably going to cut off a lot of the search. And you know, Bounties has a lot of these Sixers cards, but I'm sure there's a lot of Sixers on the auction house that you guys could go ahead and sell for like 3000 MT, 2500. And again, it's just a great way to be making MT right now in my team. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you guys have a lot of Rockets players, Blazers players? Are you guys going to be selling them right now and trying to make as much MT as possible? Let me know down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.